This is where we eat.
I see.
Whoa. I have no idea if it's a graphics glitch or if Taash dyed her hair dark.
Shathann, it's good to see you again.
My child wished to show me where she now lived.
I made food.
Oh.
Here. Armada Special. It's what the pirates eat when they come to port.
This is too rich for me. Perhaps you could prepare some vegetables.
Fine.
It was the lighting?
A few weeks in your company, and my child has lost what little civility she had.
You suggested Taash explore being Ravania, and Shathann has noticed. Shathann does not strike me as the sort that appreciates perhaps badly timed humor.
We actually eat dishes from all over. Lucanus has introduced us to demon hair pasta, and Balara made challah cakes.
So my child respects every culture except her own. This is what I face for removing her from the Qun.
I mean, to be fair, growing up with a mother so stubbornly steeped in her own culture, she's probably about ready to try a couple of other things, huh? Normally I would go with the, like, diplomatic encouragement option, but Shathann kind of strikes me as the sort who maybe responds better to a little bit of firmness. You know, one of those people who pushes buttons and makes rude comments right up until you finally put your foot down and stop being polite, and then they're like, finally you grow a backbone. Okay, and then they're nice to you after that. I had a customer like that once. Except I was in a particularly sassy mood, like the second time he came in and he was a jerk to me and I was sassy right back, and he was nice to me from then on out. It was like a grumpy old man mask he put on, but if he got anything other than, you know, roll over polite customer service response back, then he would respect the hell out of me for it, I guess. Let's see. The question is, how firm do I want to be? Maybe I'll start with a little bit and see how she responds.
It's not Tash's fault you came to Ravane.
No, it is mine. I was never taught how to be a mother. Under the Qun, children are raised by those suited to such pursuits. I trained as a scholar. I was taught to think critically, to analyze without passion, and correct mistakes. You need not tell me that I
mean, to be fair, that explains a lot.
am an inadequate mother. I am aware.
Then why did you leave?
When I see my child in danger, I act.
Here. Vegetables.
Thank you.
So, I'm non-binary.
Wow. I don't know what honestly, I hadn't really thought about it yet, which is the only reason I wasn't expecting that to be how she approached it. Of course. It's Taash. Of course she just straight up said it almost before her butt was even in the chair.
What does that mean?
It means I don't feel like a man or a woman.
If you are neither a man nor a woman,
I expect this is going to be quite the struggle for Shathann, given that the Qun is even more defined lines of, like, people and places and roles than any other more common to real life culture is. Like, they don't even raise their own children. They have, like, people who are defined as mothers. So I imagine this is going to be a tricky one.
then what are you?
Non-binary. I just said, and I'm going to use they instead of she from now on.
If this is because I have criticized your dress or your manners...
It isn't!
Under the Qun, the term for one whose gender does not match the one given to them at birth was a Qunathlok. Perhaps you are like that.
Why do you have to keep picking at it? Why can't you just be happy for me?
Evatash, Chakra Toebra.
So I'm supposed to struggle?
I guess her mother's where she gets the fire breathing from. Hopefully not literally, or this dinner table's doomed. Sad thing is, this was an actual discussion. I feel like I could... My mom and my brother get like this sometimes. And I found when I happen to be around during one of these discussions, not this exact instance, of course, but, you know, similar butting heads and not understanding each other, I found that I'm actually surprisingly decent at basically acting as a translator. So my brother says whatever he says, and my mom hears it one way, but I hear what he's trying to say, and I can translate it into, like, the way that she'll understand it, and vice versa with her. So I'm sitting here listening to these two go back and forth, and I'm like, oh man, I wish I could just step in and translate, because they're speaking two different, like, their perspectives are different enough that they're basically speaking two different languages and thinking that they're understanding each other, or at least thinking that that they're communicating effectively, I suppose.
With who I am? Even if I don't feel like I fit, even if I feel wrong?
No, you misunderstood.
Then say it better! Why am I never enough for you?
I will go. Thank you for inviting me to your home. Panahedan.
This is just new for her. You need some time?
No. It's okay.
Taash.
I'm not hiding anymore. How she takes it is her problem.
You sure?
Yeah. Come on. Don't let food go to waste.
I have a feeling that outcome was inevitable, especially given how few dialogue options I actually had in the conversation. I don't think there's any way to change how that played out.